Oh, let's talk about Ni No Kuni, a game I've still been playing quite a bit of. So, Ni No Kuni is a weird game. So it's I've talked about the story before and I've talked about the general gameplay, but around I think it's chapter 5, chapter 6. Yeah, I think it's chapter 5 you unlock the boat, chapter 6 you unlock the ability to cross the there are these big ravines that exist in the ocean. Now, you might think that, with this relatively large map, here we go. With this relatively large map, there would be quite a bit of content going on. Oh, there is something in the middle map. Oh, I guess something does get added later on. But you'd think that with this relatively large map, something would be, hidden around somewhere, especially when you get the ability to jump over these ravines and then go behind all of these islands. Turns out, behind these islands, I don't know if it was like cut content or what it was, but circumnavigating the entire map, there is one hidden cave. So all of this space out here is just completely wasted. Unless there's something that I didn't see for whatever reason. I was trying to pay fairly close attention. Like, I couldn't find a single hidden cave around the entire map. So that took about, I think 15, 20 minutes to go around, and there's nothing there. The other thing is, if you go around, the inside here, getting from, say, this little place right here in the middle of the ocean, this is a city called Hydropolis. Going from Hydropolis back to Evermore takes 5 minutes, and there's nothing there. Because after, I think the enemies are around 30 to 35. Once you are past level 40, 41, I think it's 6 or 7 levels above the enemies, they stop attacking. So it literally, if you want to go from one place to another, because there is a couple of hidden islands on the inside here, it takes a long time, and there's just nothing there. You're just going across the ocean for the sake of going across the ocean. Honestly, I feel like the map of this game could have been taken and then shrunk down half the size. All of this ocean here just doesn't need to be here. There's nothing there. Sure, obviously have a bit of an ocean, fine. But I shouldn't have to waste 5 minutes going across the map with there literally being nothing there. It's sort of the problem that a lot of open world games have. So Skyrim has this to some extent, but Skyrim is still fairly good at handling its open world. When you go around the map, you're going to run into caves. You're going to run into events happening. Maybe there's some barbarians. Maybe there's a fox that's going to run by and it's chasing a rabbit. It's not events that are overly unique. And as you play the game, as you've played 100, 200 hours, something like that, you're going to realize that there's a very small number of them. But the difference is that things are happening. Something is happening, even if it's something you've seen 20 or 30 times before. But when it's just literally empty, you have to question why there's an open world. One good thing about the way the map does work is we live on a globe. So this is the entire planet, from what I can tell. Because if I go all the way over to the right here, I will show up on the left. If I go to the top, I'll show up on the bottom. So I guess this must be the entire planet, because otherwise no reason why that would happen. It's a really good mechanic, though. I actually kind of think more games should do that. Because I thought that when I go outside the map, it'd be like, hey, you've hit the edge of the map, time to die. Or you've hit the edge of the map, here we're going to put some arbitrary invisible wall. I think living on a globe makes it it's a better mechanic. It is a much better mechanic. But it did make it kind of weird the first time I saw it. I thought I left the map and then I got to a new bit of the map off to the side. Turns out I was just over here. So in some cases, actually getting around the map is easier. Like if you say go over to for what this city is called. It's the city I'm at right now. But let's say you go up to the what's some place I know the name of. Let's say you go down to Goldpaw and you actually don't even have a boat. Let's say you go to where's a place we can go? I don't know. Let's just say we go up to the whatever this city is here. If you want to get over to this side, it's much quicker to just go this way than sort of like going around. If you can get in here. I don't think you can, though. But from my understanding, I think in Chapter 7, we unlock a blimp. I keep seeing areas where there's literally no way to, like, get up somewhere. So it's very obvious that there's some sort of flying mechanic in the game. Whether it's I'm pretty sure it's a blimp. I know the first game, if I remember correctly, had a dragon. But that doesn't really make as much sense in this context. So we're going to a fairly, like, advanced city at this point. Them giving us a blimp sort of makes sense, especially when I guess you would call them the antagonist. The antagonist of this section, yeah, we did get a blimp, came in on an airship. So I guess we're going to steal his airship or something. I don't know. And that will unlock areas we just couldn't get to before. Which means more of nothing. More, some things, but still more nothing. I really wish it wasn't like that, because the first game, I don't remember being that bad. Like, not bad, like, bad as in just a lot of nothing going on. It does really feel like the game has had, like, some content cut. And people actually have seemed to be asking about this on a forum. The final dungeon is a pathway with 0 enemies. That makes sense. Dungeons are forest, underground style. That's actually the other problem. So it's not just the fact that there are no dungeons, there are no secret caves, anything like that. It's the fact that when you go into a cave, every single cave is the exact same cave. Like, it's literally a copy-paste cave. There are some caves where you just walk into the entrance and there's nothing there. Like, it's just a cave there for no purpose. Or the forest as well. Like, it's just, these all look like the same forest. It's a completely different part of the world, and, well, that's great. I don't want this to be a bad game. I really like the game. It's a fun gameplay loop. But after playing the first Ni No Kuni game, it feels like a massive downgrade. Like, I didn't think it was this much of an issue when I first started playing, but the more I played, the more I realized that, yeah, it's the same thing over and over again. I know there's DLC for this game, so maybe the DLC adds content at endgame or something like that. But I don't know why it's set up like this. I really don't.